Cash flow forecasting has been a very hot topic in this conference. For us, cash flow forecasting is absolutely fundamental to all of our Treasury activity. It underpins all of our FX and liquidity risk management. So what we need very much is visibility, and we need an accurate cash flow forecast to run all of our activity. We had to set an ambitious target because it gets the right focus. So you need to drive the right behaviours in your organisation. So it was an ambitious target, and in fact we have actually relaxed that measure somewhat. So now we ask for 85% accuracy, but we ask for that all of the time now. And it's about finding what's achievable. It needs to be a smart target, and perhaps the target we had before was too ambitious, but some end markets actually achieved it. But now we need to make sure that they achieve that on a consistent basis, and that's how you get better value out of your organisation. You make better decisions. The situation a few years ago was that we had a cash flow forecast and we were managing our risk based on that forecast, but it was a very slow and cumbersome process. So everything was based on spreadsheets, and it was non-standardised, and it would take us a couple of days to actually pull in and consolidate the information. So actually it was the event of the global financial crisis when we needed to know what and where our FX exposures were, and where our liquidity was. And it was the sudden shock of realising, even though we were confident we were managing our risk, it was going to take us a couple of days to actually go out to the end markets and have all the information flow back into the centre. So that became our mandate to actually roll out a much more robust cash flow forecasting process. We're a highly cash generative business. So we've got about £45 billion of gross revenue because we're effectively the government's tax collector. So yeah, huge cash flows. And both customer receipts and also the excise payments are the two biggest flows that yes, can be volatile. We implemented a standardised process. We designed a process whereby the end markets would deliver a cash flow forecast into a standard template which we designed, and then we consolidate that using what we call a backcash. It's a consolidation tool, and then design some reports which we use then for the management decision. And then on the back of that we designed a feedback loop to make sure we'd go back to the end markets so that they could then mine the data, do some variance analysis, and generate better accuracy going forwards. It's been a journey that we've been on. So that's what we implemented at first, but over time, as we've implemented SAP, we have been further automating the process. So that's when you see a lot more benefits, whereby it's a much more efficient process with less manual inputs. We've also seen that the level of accuracy has not only been better, but more consistent. But we're always looking to continuously improve the ways that we work. So to drive better accuracy performance and drive a more robust process. So we're always making tweaks, and that's one of the reasons why we changed the accuracy measure and also asked for quarterly reporting rather than monthly before. So that actually ties in with our corporate planning cycle. It's very much an ongoing process, so we've now managed to automate the short-term cash flow forecast, but the Holy Grail is to actually automate the mid-term forecast. So this is notoriously difficult, but now we think by living with SAP for some time, and not just Treasury but the rest of the organisation understanding what's possible, that's the next step. That's the journey that we're going to embark on next, and hope to pilot that later this year.